This article is about the increasing evidence to show that the flagellum, which is the mechanism by which bacteria can, as it were, motor along, is irreducibly complex. It was Michael Behe who, in 1996, wrote the book Darwin's Black Box, which introduced the flagellum and its nanomotor to the wider world, and he talked about the concept of irreducible complexity. The idea that a structure is so complex that all its parts must initially be present in a suitably functioning manner. And the bacterial flagellum is a perfect example of irreducible complexity because all its parts must be present from the start for it to function at all. There never has been a refutation of the concept of irreducible complexity. I read some of the accounts against Michael Behe, and they don't really address the central issue. And Michael Behe, in his recent book, Darwin Devolves, says as far as he's concerned, no one has refuted his argument for irreducible complexity. And the truth is, the more we know about biological systems, the clearer it is that the complexity is greater than we originally thought. And so that is true of the flagellum and the nanomotor that gives it its impulse and power. And this is another article written recently, that 2022, showing that the increasing evidence we now have makes Behe's argument for irreducible complexity even more compelling. And if we have irreducible complexity in biology, then that means Darwin's theory is no longer valid. And that's why 1,200 scientists have now signed a website called Descent from Darwin, saying that they are skeptical that evolution can explain the complexity we find in biology. And if evolution is false, then really we must return to the most obvious, and always the most obvious, idea in terms of biology, that is intelligent design. And if we have intelligent design, then we have a God, a creator, who is the great architect of all of biology's complexity. And it's him we should worship, not the creature. As Romans 1:18 to 32 points out, if we end up worshipping the creature rather than the creator, we will get into serious problems. And it's very interesting the way modern society elevates the creature to almost the status of being something we should worship. Atheism is a very hard thing to believe in because it is so soulless. It lacks any romance, as it were. So inevitably people won't become atheists. What they'll become is people who worship nature. And that's what we're finding. But instead of worshipping nature, we should be worshipping nature's God, the creator of heaven and earth, and the one who is worthy of all our worship. Well, thank you for listening.